Hey, it's Craig Bielik with Crowd Surfing. How you doing tonight? You know, as your crowd surfing professional, I've had a lot of opportunity to do a lot of things. A lot of things that, you know, have been kind of wacky, been kind of fun, that kind of stuff. Tonight, I'm doing something that I have never done before. I am going to talk about the Ogden Kiwanis. Do you guys know what the Kiwanis are? Do you? Don't just say that you do. You either do or you don't. Well, you're going to find out. If you come with me into tonight's crowd surfing, you'll know by the time we're done. I'm inviting you in, Craig Bielik, your crowd surfing professional, just like the letters say right there, crowd surfing professional. Can you see him right there? I hope you can, because I can't. Anyway, come on in, crowd surfing. We're going to put you on camera. Is that okay?
Why?
Because you're good looking as anything. I mean, look at this. This is eye candy, folks, for television. That's what this is all about. This is pure. You know how television stations have the weather girl? Yeah. We've got you.
Oh, that's great. I can predict the weather. Wind from the east, temperature 63.
So I come to the Kiwanis and I see a guy I know. I know Carl. This is Carl right here. And he's actually a really, really nice guy. And he looks good on camera, I think. What do you guys think out there? Yep, 4 people said yes. What do you think, Carl?
I thank Mom and the rest of the family.
You know what? There's nothing like eating your dinner and having somebody come up and stick a camera in your face, is there? And just like put you right on the spot. Right, Bob?
Right.
Be funny.
Is that your wife right there?
That's right.
She just told me to be funny.
Well,
And she kind of scolded me too.
yeah. Well,
Yeah. I think she wants me to be funny. But for right now, I'm talking about the Kiwanis. How long you been a member of the Kiwanis?
probably about, I suspect, 8, maybe 10 years.
10 years, something like that, huh?
Yeah.
And have you enjoyed your time with the Kiwanis?
Yes, yeah, very much.
You know what I'm doing is I'm talking about the Kiwanis, and I want to know how long you've been a member.
Well, I joined probably about 1995.
Yeah?
So about, 15 years maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Why did you join?
Well, when I joined when I was in college, the college had a requirement for merit to go out into the community and do some service. So I thought Kiwanis would be good. And in fact, a lot of people out of the college at the time were members of the Kiwanis Club.
Yeah.
Dello Dayton, Levi Peterson, a whole bunch of others I can't remember. But
All those guys. All right, so we're here talking to the Ogden Kiwanis. And how long have you been a Kiwanis?
Oh, 20 years plus.
20 years plus. And why did you become a Kiwanis? Why didn't you become like a movie star or a water skier or something?
Well, I'm those two.
Oh.
Really, the Kiwanis Club's about service, and you always need to be looking for a way to serve, and the Kiwanis Club's been a way to do that. It's had an emphasis on youth, but also it does some other things, and a lot of good fellowship. We have a lot of fun with the group and our meetings and so on and so forth.
What would you tell people that are thinking about becoming a Kiwanis or are interested in joining the Kiwanis?
Well, it's a real good service organization, and you get to deal a lot with the kids and in the schools and so forth. And I'm interested in that because I'm also a big old Boy Scout time. Got a certificate for 40 years in the Boy Scouts.
No kidding.
Working with them, and
you know, most guys are in Boy Scouts for about 3 years, you know, but they held you for 40 years, huh?
well,
Still can't get your tenderfoot.
well, I did. My initial Boy Scouting was, and that's included in the 40 years, was in Wyoming. And I'm from the boondocks of Wyoming. I was raised in the Salt Creek oil fields, Wyoming. Really? Old-time oil fields.
I know your history, but the folks out there on television don't know. Tell them what you did for a living.
well, I taught at Weber State, taught history for 32 years.
32 years. You made your own history.
I'm history now.
Yeah. You know what my kids always used to tell me? They said, Dad, history was easier for you because there was less to learn.
Well, right.
I mean, it's about serving, right? I mean, you got to do something for somebody. You got to pay a little bit back, right?
You should pay a lot back.
Pay a lot back. That's even a better way to put it. I feel like I'm a pretty lucky guy, and I try to pay back a little bit. I don't know if I do as much as I need to, but this is one way you can. If you're out there and you're watching and you're thinking, how can I get involved? What can I do? You could become a Kiwanis.
Absolutely, and we're always looking for members. Membership has dwindled off the past few years, and I think that's true with all service clubs, and so there's always a need for willing people in the clubs.
Now, how did you end up down here in Ogden?
I got a degree in mechanical engineering from University of Wyoming, and I ended up, and I worked 10 years in California for Lockheed. And the traffic down there, for a guy that was raised in the boondocks, California is too heavily populated.
Yeah, I imagine there's quite a bit of difference between, like, Cheyenne, Wyoming, and Los Angeles, California.
That's right. And so I got a chance, and my brother had gone to work here at Hill Air Force Base, and so I came up and I worked 35 years here at Hill, and retired in 2002.
This is the history of the Weber County Watershed Protected Corporation. The Kiwanis Club in 1945 helped save the upper watershed of the Ogden River. A guy by the name of Jillian Hepler was a Kiwanian. He became a part of what was called the Weber County Watershed Protected Corporation. They went up in the upper valleys and acquired all of the land. I've got a map here that I can show you quickly.
Do you want to share a fun memory from the Kiwanis? I mean, one that won't get somebody thrown in jail. I mean, if there's if there's anything like that. But really, have you something in the back of your mind, something that's happened over your years with the Kiwanis?
Well, a lot of the service projects are, like fundraisers, and in the real old days in a different club, we had a salmon bake, which was an awful lot of work, and it was hot and dirty, but it was very rewarding because of the association with the other members, and you was able to raise the money and for the service that we provide. Our club currently does a breakfast on the 24th of July down in the Municipal Garden Park, and it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, you're glad you've done it.
Well, Bob, you seem like a guy that likes to give back. You're still involved in the Boy Scouts. You're involved in the Kiwanis. You probably do other things, too. Like, you'd probably come mow my lawn if I asked you.
I would bring my riding mower.
That's okay. I don't care as long as it gets mowed. No, I think, what's one important thing you want people to know about the Kiwanis?
Okay. We've done reading, helping kids with their reading, which is, to me, was a very important thing. Reading was one of the skills that I acquired, and I was very good at, and it served me very well. And it really bothers me when I see youngsters that have difficulty reading and really don't understand where that leads you in the future.
Now, this is something that I'll bet nobody knew. I'm serious. I'll bet no one knew this.
They don't know the extent of it because it saved the Ogden River watershed. Let me show you.
You know what? I'll bet most of our viewers don't even know what a watershed is. I think they probably think it's a building where you keep water.
No, it's the upper levels of a mountain area that produces the water that flows down into the river, and they'd overgrazed it, and there was a problem, and it ended up that Ogden was losing its water.
It's the Pioneer Day breakfast, and you guys serve a lot, and I mean a lot of people.
If you want scrambled eggs, that's the place to come.
Well, it's a tradition for a lot of people. They come right before they go to the parade, and more of you need to do it.
Absolutely. We'd love to double the attendance there.
Well, Carl, I don't know if you noticed, but while we were talking, the Kiwanis did the song, so I made you miss the song.
That's probably a good thing.
I don't sing much myself. The dog pound gets a lot of calls when I do, so.
I'm one that's been specifically called not to sing in the ward choir. So.
Well, thank you very much, and long live the Kiwanis.
Absolutely, we appreciate that. Thanks.
Right now, I'm working, helping with kids with math, and I'm seeing the same thing. And being an engineer, I'm attuned into the math world. But when I see the kids struggling in the junior high with math, it really bothers me. Again, because they don't realize what that's going to do to them in the future.
No, I realize what that's going to do to him because I did very poorly in math, always. And I think it started in junior high, and I didn't get help. And right now, I can't, I don't know, I can't do math.
Here's a map that shows all these red sections, 1 mile sections of land was acquired by this Kiwanis activity that brought.
This is incredible, and we're going to come back to you, but we've just been called to order, so I have to be quiet. I'm a guest.
Yeah, you're a good one. Thank you.
What if somebody wanted to become a Kiwanis? How do you do it?
Well, just contact us. And the best way to do that is to come to one of our luncheons. Each Thursday, we meet here at the Mount Ogden Grill, which is on 44th South in Ogden, right across from the old Hilltop Lanes. And we have speakers every single week, people from the community, and business leaders that come and talk to us about what it is that they do. And it helps us be informed. It helps us connect with each other so that we can collaborate on projects that benefit children.
And the other thing we do is we're getting ready for our big fundraiser for on the 24th of July when
Pioneer Day breakfast.
Breakfast, that's right.
It starts at what time?
It's for me it'll be before 6 o'clock in the morning.
But what time can people come and eat?
It'll probably start. We probably start serving. It's probably 7:30 because we're through serving by the time the parade comes down.
Well, if Kiwanis Club's got to have a place to meet, and they decided to choose one of the better places in Ogden, Mount Ogden Grill, right here across the street from Hilltop Lanes. You guys know where that's at, by Mount Ogden Surgery Center. I'm tired of talking. Take over for a second. Who are you?
I'm Craig Visser. I own the Mount Ogden Grill. And we are right across from the old Hilltop Lanes in South Ogden.
I know what you guys do, and I know you do a lot of good. And the nice thing is you guys do a lot of good with just a few people, but you could always use more.
Absolutely. Right?
So Anthony, why did you yourself get involved? I mean, you could have been doing anything. I mean, you could be a television star.
Well,
You got the looks.
oh, yeah, right.
You got the voice.
Nah,
You got the muscles. I mean, serious, guys, look at that.
that I do have. No, I work at Ogden Regional, and the Kiwanis Club approached the hospital about having someone come and participate in the club. And the leadership asked me to get involved, and I really didn't know a lot about it, to be honest. But I dove in, and it's been a lot of fun.
And how many people do you think you serve? Because I've been down there, and I can tell you, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math, so I can't count.
We can get up to 300-400, and sometimes more than that.
That's a lot of pancakes. If you get 300 people and each of them eats 2 pancakes, that's
a lot of pancakes.
you're supposed to say 600. You're supposed to be the math guy, Bob. And good food. I've been here a couple times.
Yes, it is.
More than a couple times.
Yep. Yes, you have. Yeah, and we've taken it over to you a couple of times. Yeah.
And it's good. It is good stuff. And what's your most popular dish?
I'd have to say it's probably our chicken avocado and Swiss. People order it over and over and over again.
It's because it's 3 things.
It is.
The more things you get on a menu, the better it be. In fact, I think it would probably be more popular if it was chicken, avocado, Swiss, beef jerky, lemonade.
Beef jerky would be good. Beef jerky and lemonade. Yeah.
Come to find out, my wife, who's here tonight, was a Key Club member in high school, which is the Kiwanis
It's Kiwanis Juniors, basically.
Junior, right, at the high school level, and she was a scholarship recipient, at the end of that time in high school. So she knew all about Kiwanis, and she was like, "Oh, you're a Kiwanian now. That's cool."
Some of them might be eating 3 though.
3 pancakes. People can have 3 pancakes if they want to.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, Bob. You've been a great source of information. I'm going to let you get back to your ribs because, look, I'm interrupting, right?
That's okay.
So what is it like running a restaurant? A lot of hard work, but pretty rewarding.
It's a lot of hard work. It does have its upside, but it's a lot of hard work.
Right.
But it is rewarding, and you kind of get addicted to it. So,
Right. Why did you decide to go in the restaurant business?
my wife asked me to.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very first man who did what his wife asked him to do. Right here, that's right. We'd all heard that there was a guy out there somewhere that had done it, and here he is right here.
Right here. We have another restaurant in Ogden, the Athenian on 25th Street, and she wanted to do one up here, and we'd just gotten rid of the antique shop on 25th Street, and so here I am.
You mentioned the regular Thursday lunch here, and you can just come, right, if you want to.
Yeah, the lunch starts at noon. That's important to know.
That's a good time to start lunch.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a great time.
So noon to 1, if you can break away from employment, or if you're retired or anything like that, it's a good hour of the day. You're going to be eating anyway. So why not come by, learn about what you can do for the community, and connect with other business leaders that can help you in other ways as well.
You know what? It's Craig and Mike. And I say that because this is funny, because right now my mom is going, of course it's Craig and Mike, because I have a brother named Mike. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, you do now.
Yeah, I do now.
So this is Mike with the Kiwanis, and
Brother.
No, you are not my brother. You're really not. But my brother's probably watching out there. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Mike, meet Mike. Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Mike, tell me about the Kiwanis.
Oh, man. How far do you want to go back?
How far can you go back? How long you been here?
Go back to when I was 10 years old. And I'm
1971.
1950.
And the Athenian has been there a long time.
A long time. It really has. It's been there
Since 1860, like right after the Civil War, right?
Yeah, 1869. Yeah. It's been there a long time. It really has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You guys have been feeding Ogdenites and visitors for a very long time, and you keep doing it, and people keep coming back, so you must have something they like.
We do. We try.
French toast.
We have crunchy French toast.
I know. I've had it. I like it.
Yep, that's good.
Do you know how long the Ogden Kiwanis has been a club?
Yes,
A long time.
since 1920, actually.
Really? 1920.
Yeah, we are in our 93rd year right now. So
Wow. 93 years? That's huge.
yeah, almost as old as some of our members. Which is
Okay, now I didn't say that. Okay. I was thinking it. I got to tell you that.
no, but that's important. We have a lot of very wise men here that you should talk to for sure.
And we certainly will. But we started with the wisest. Anthony Rodebush, Ogden Kiwanis, you're watching Crowd Surfing, you lucky ducks.
Love it. Thanks for coming.
What I remember, my dad was a member of the Kiwanis Club, and they used to have a summer picnic up South Fork Canyon. And for some reason, I can't forget this. The Kiwanis Club had a big pile of sawdust, and they'd throw several rolls of coins into this sawdust, and then they'd turn all the little kids loose so you could dig out whatever you could out of the sawdust in quarters and dimes and nickels and pennies. It was fun.
What else do you want to tell people about Mount Ogden Grill while you got the camera, man?
We're open Monday through Sunday from 9. Sunday we close at 3, but most of the time it's like 9 to 7 up to Wednesday, and then 9 to 9 from Wednesday on through Saturday.
Yeah, come on over.
Prime rib. We have what they say is the best prime rib in Ogden on Friday and Saturday nights.
Well, no one would.
It's rock.
I keep interrupting you.
Yeah.
You should put some.
That guy there cooks the steaks.
That guy right over there? Is that John?
Steak. Nope, that's Philip. Yeah. We'll have a throwdown with anybody on Chili Verde.
Hang on for a second. We got two people talking all at once. I'm sitting with one of our most tenured members of the Kiwanis. This is Bob Wainscards. Bob, how old are you?
4 months short of being 98.
4 months short of being 98 years old. And
No, I'm wrong.
oh, really? You're allowed to be wrong.
4 months into my 98th year,
So you are 98 plus.
97 plus.
Aha, good.
Now, the other thing I remember was I used to play the accordion.
Really?
Really?
You mean used to? Why don't you still?
My fingers are numb. They can't.
There's a warning to you, kids.
Yeah.
Playing the accordion numbs your fingers.
Do it before they get numb, that's for sure. But I remember playing my accordion when I was 14, so that was 4 years later, at the Hotel Ben Lomond. The Kiwanis Club used to meet in the ballroom of the Hotel Ben Lomond, and there was, I'd swear there must have been 150 people in that room.
I believe that this man is the chef.
Yes, my name is Philip Colvin, and I've been here for the last 16 months with these, and they treat me well. I mean, I've never met a husband and wife that work so hard, and it makes me want to work harder. You know what I mean? I mean, it's wonderful. I love.
You know what? He was just talking smack. He just said that you make the best prime rib ever, and you will throw down. You will challenge anyone to a prime rib.
Anybody in Ogden, bring it on.
How long have you been with the Kiwanis?
I joined in 1954.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. I checked it out today.
Bob, why did you join the Kiwanis?
Well, I was active in several things in Junior Chamber of Commerce and Chamber of Commerce and the Ogden Executive Association, and I just wanted to be with the people I knew and were friendly with and dealt with.
And I remember playing my accordion before this huge crowd. And today, we're lucky if we get a dozen members. Yeah. And it's sad because I've heard some of the things that other people have said. Kiwanis is a great organization, has a great influence on the community.
Same with the Chili Verde. Bring it on.
Chili Verde. Really?
Yes, I make an old home style. I learned it from my grandmother, and I keep it the same.
Sweet, sweet. So what's your secret to the Chili Verde?
That I don't tell. I don't even tell him.
The owner doesn't even know either.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. And the Kiwanis has been a great service organization for you.
Yes, I've enjoyed being in Kiwanis.
Now, I know a few things about you. You remember that. I do. I know a couple of things about you. I know that you ran a very successful business here in Ogden for a long time, Stimson's.
Yes, for 57 years.
That is a long time. I know that you went to Harvard.
Harvard Business School.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You've got the camera and you've got the microphone right now. So give us your best sales job. Convince somebody out there to come and join the Kiwanis. Convince hundreds of people out there to join the Kiwanis. Are you ready? You got your chance to do it right now.
Hey, well, I don't know what to say, except, the people that you've interviewed, up until me anyway, have been great. They're great people of the community, but hey, we're marching on in our age, and boy, we need help from the younger people. That's what we need, and we've focused on or been able to attract 2 or 3, but we need 2 or 3 dozen.
Yeah, and you know what? It's important to give back. I mean, I know there are a lot of people out there that agree. A lot of people don't know, though, what to do. They have no idea where to start. Kiwanis is a good place.
Absolutely a good place.
What is your favorite dish to make?
The Chili Verde.
Really?
Yes, I take a lot of pride in it. I cook it all day long.
And your favorite dish to eat?
Chili Verde. It is. I love it.
I think, you know what? I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. I think we need to play the Chili Verde right out here to prove it.
Oh, it'll be right out.
No, I'm just teasing.
I'm serious.
I'm teasing you. I don't think I could even eat it, but I trust him. Look at this guy right here, Mount Ogden Grill. You like Chili Verde. You want Chili Verde. You want the best Chili Verde. You got the best. It's right here at Mount Ogden Grill.
Bring it on.
Yeah. I know that you had a big ranch up in Huntsville.
Well, some range ground, yes.
I guess you don't call it a ranch. I'm a city boy, so I don't sometimes know the difference between a ranch and a range.
A ranch has at least got to have a home on it where somebody lives. A range ground doesn't need that.
Every week, we have a speaker. And this is another reason why people should join, is because we have people from the community come and tell us about what they're doing to help the community. And I tell you, it really helps. And when they get through with their talk, we give them a pen that's been engraved with the Kiwanis Club of Youth.
I have one of those pens.
Yes, and it says "Serving the Children of the World." So here's another one I'd like you to have.
I can have another pen?
Sure, but here, this is...
Guys, I got a pen and you don't. Look at, I cornered one of the Kiwanis and was ready to ask him a question. He asks me a question and he says,
"What's the camera?"
what kind of camera we use. And I wouldn't know because that's the cameraman's.
It looks like a Sony to me.
I think it is a Sony.
Say something in Sony, will you? Hello? He's not saying anything at all.
He's the cameraman. I'm the guy that's got the mic. You're supposed to talk. You're supposed to tell me about the Kiwanis.
I think it's a good organization. We're really aimed at helping kids in school. We have the key clubs going, and really I think there's another thing. As the economy has changed, we've all in business sort of moved away from going to public service clubs like Kiwanis or Rotary, and we really need to get back.
I also know that you've been tremendously giving in our community and have supported the community for all the years that you've been here, which is a long, long time.
Just what they managed to dig out from me.
This is what I need your help with. The Myron Pen Company. These are great pens. The ink that they use in these pens is amazing. You'll really love it if you use it. But here, they sent me a couple of interesting pens. And maybe we ought to be giving these to our people that speak to us.
So we want to audition the pens.
Yeah, so here, I want your opinion. Now,
okay.
This one has a button up here at the top that you press.
A pen and a light.
And every other time, the light comes on.
Hey, we're still a town, and we're still a community. We still have people that hurt. We still have kids that need help. We still need to be who we are. And Ogden's a pretty good place, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. You know me. I love Ogden. I really do.
Yeah. So everybody, even though your office may now be in the home, get out, join Kiwanis, come on into our meetings. We have good food on every Thursday. Doesn't cost that much. You meet some interesting people.
Well, what would you say to someone who's thinking about joining the Kiwanis?
Well, I have enjoyed it, and I think it's a good thing. It's a place to keep you in contact with other business people and other people that aren't in business but are involved in community affairs. And I think it's necessary.
But here's another pen.
Okay, another one.
This one has the light in the end, and it just keeps, and you can have it whenever you need, but you have to take the cap off to get to the pen.
I got to give that some thought. And you know what? We're being called to order.
Think about it.
For a selfish reason, too. You make business contacts.
Yeah, I do, but for me, it's more about knowing people and understanding. We have a lot of members in Kiwanis who are really done very well in their field and are retired now, but their memories are something else again.
This is Gary, and Gary's with the Kiwanis, and he come up to me and he said, "When did you go to Ben Lomond?" And my answer to that is very seldom. No, I was there. I hate to say this, but I was class of 1978.
Oh, yeah, you're just a kid. I knew you were. My brother was the third president there.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, Dennis Peterson.
Dennis Peterson. Okay. Well, my mom was class of 58.
Okay, that's getting close.
So getting close, yeah.
He was gone by then even.
Bob, is it necessary to give back?
Well, for your self-satisfaction, yes, you have to do something.
Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome.
I was like 2 steps out of the building, and I saw George, and I thought, there is no way I can talk about the Kiwanis without talking to George. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
You know, you are very snazzy. Look at this, you guys. Look at that tie. Look at this jacket. This is snaz, man.
Well, thank you. My wife helps me there. Yeah.
Does she dress you?
Well, no. I was trying to decide casual or dress up, so we went dress up a little.
Oh, because my wife dresses me.
Okay.
I have a good arrangement with her. She dresses me, I undress her.
Yes, I appreciate that. That works well.
I was a member for a long time. In fact, my name's on the board over there as one of the past presidents and so forth. But
yeah,
it's a good club. It's getting hard to get people in because everybody's too self-centered nowadays.
Is that right?
But we've done a lot of good over the years.
Well, you know, now, I'm sorry, but you've got the opportunity right now to tell people why they should be in the Kiwanis, so give them the spiel.
Okay. In fact, you know, you talked about Christmas Village and that. The 24th of July, we have a good breakfast down there with the parade.
Yes.
So we want everybody to come down and support that.
Yes.
Help us. And we've done a lot. Kiwanis International has raised funds for and done a lot of good in canceling or defeating some of the major diseases.
And every now and then we get this guy coming over from Ogden Regional who tells us all about, he tells a lot of stories. He brings pretty girls with him. And you all laugh. So, see, it's not bad being a member of Kiwanis.
It really isn't. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
So tell us about the Kiwanis, George.
Well, I think we've got a great club here. We're seeing a little new life in it. We got some new members and a lot of enthusiasm right now. So,
and why are you a Kiwanis?
Well, I got in it by the guy here, Ken Wainsgard, got me twisted my arm about 35 years ago and got me going, and then he got busy and fell out. But
and have you liked it?
Yes. Well, yes. I was in the bridge group. That was a lot of fun for a while.
Bridge?
That's not the kind I designed. That's the kind you play with cards.
Okay. I was like, there's a group that goes around and builds bridges or something, but
we
no.
did that.
That's a hard game to play, isn't it?
It takes a lot of skill. It's not just a game of luck. It's a game of skill and being able to count to 13 and remember.
Oh, count to 13. I couldn't do that because I've only got 10 fingers.
And then we go to some of the schools and read to the kids, D School. We've been to your community connection and read to kids there and try and help the young people.
How important is it to learn to read?
Oh, there's nothing more important. You've got to do that. I wish I could read better and read the instructions on some of my computers and such.
I do too. They use long words, big words.
Yep, over my head.
Way over my head. I mean, I'm a complete tech dork. I don't know about you, but
I'm afraid I am. You're right.
Is that right? So it's worth it to teach kids to read.
Oh, by all means. We try hard to do that, help there, and always got a few programs going to help the community.
My business was an engineer. That's what I've done here in Ogden for about almost 50 years. So.
And what was your firm?
ARW Engineers. They're still here. I'm just retired. They're still going on.
Good. Do you think service to the community is valuable?
Oh, yes. Very important.
Yeah. And the Ogden Club has been around since how long?
Ooh, boy, I don't know.
I do.
50 years anyway.
No, it's been around since 1920.
Okay. I wasn't in it then.
I knew that, huh?
Old, but not quite that old.
So it's Kiwanis, not Kiwanis.
Correct.
Because I kept saying Kiwanis and people kept saying, bless you.
Oh. Yep.
You get it? Because
Kiwanis Club.
Yeah, Kiwanis Club. Kiwanis Club. Gary, look at this guy. He's a Kiwanis. You should be too. Well, George, I'm happy to see you. I'm so glad that I was able to snag you before you're out of here. I've always enjoyed talking with you, and this is no exception, except for you're on camera this time.
Well, thank you. I'll see you maybe at the
Rodeo.
24th. Well, I come to your meeting sometime to get us to help us promote our 24th of July breakfast. Right?
Absolutely, and we'll do it again.
Thank you.
You can find out a lot more. You can come to their Thursday lunch here at Mount Ogden Grill, and they would welcome you. They'd love to have you in the club. I love having you here with me on crowd surfing. Gary, say goodbye to all the nice people out there.
Goodbye, and thank you very much.
And thank you. I didn't tell you to say thank you. Oh, you're trying to get your own show now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not. Yeah, you're doing what you.
compete with you. That
You
was a
do
good
what
job
I tell.
today.